that I will do that with. Very, very small percentage of bluffs. And if I am bluffing, guess what? You win with the 5s by calling, and I'm not calling the raise, right? So if I have bluffs, raising with 5s is stupid. It doesn't do you any good because you're not getting any value on it. So ask your question. The question is, eliminate bluffs that I have. All I got now that you have to worry about if you have 5s full is value, right? What are my value hands that I have in this spot? Okay, let's go over those. Maybe ace 10. Okay. Ace 10 for value.
Fuck
King
me,
10,
goddamn.
probably too thin. I don't even beat ace 10. I don't beat all the full houses. Jack 10's a definite no.
Fuck, dude.
Right?
You gotta tell me,
Straights
man.
probably check too because I don't block any of the 10s. I know they both have 10s. I don't have a 9. I don't have a nothing. So I'm probably just going to check a straight back and hope that it's good. Okay? So what's my value range look like? My value range is queen 10. Absolutely no reason why I can't have queen 10. And 9-10. Absolutely no reason why I can't have 9-10. So those are the best hands in my value range. And then the rest of my value range is 9-9. Okay? You have the 5s, so you know I don't have pocket 5s. So now if you're looking at the entirety of my value range, and you're shoving here, Patrick is going to look back. Patrick is not going to bluff here with the 5s, right? Patrick knows that if I have any of those hands that beat him, I'm calling. If I'm going to call with 9s. I'm going to call with 9-10. I'm going to call with queen 10. I probably don't call with ace 10. Probably fold the ace 10, right? I don't know if he knows that. But overall, I think, like, historically, Patrick definitely is going to be under bluffing here because it doesn't look like a spot where I'm ever going to have air and I'm not going to fold. It just looks like my range is heavily weighted towards value because it is. And if that's the case, when you're making a value raise or a value jam, you have to always consider the combinations of hands your opponent likely has in this spot for value and which ones will call you, right? So in this case, are you really trying to, what are you trying to extract value from with 5-5? You're literally targeting ace 10. You know Phil had a 10, right? That leaves 1 10 and 3 aces. So, or 4 aces actually. So you're targeting 4 possible combos you hope I might have with the 9-9. Now, if he had Jack 10 off, or sorry, Jack 10 or 10-8, those are probably your best hands to actually turn into bluffs, right?
These are the Simons. This is their idea of going all in.
So, because you have to have some bluffs when you check raise this river. And the best bluffing candidates are the ones that block the combination, all those combinations of full houses, which is having a 10. If you know Phil had one, and I had one, well, that leaves for me only having, 9s or 5s, right? Which is only, a limited number of combinations there. So from Patrick's perspective, what he should be thinking is, Daniel bets this river after pot, which is a polarizing sizing, right? Very, very strong or complete bluff, right? Very, very strong or complete bluff. If that's the range you're up against, very, very strong or complete bluff, your 5s beat the bluffs and lose to all the nutted hands. All of them. There isn't a single one. Like I said, ace 10 probably checks back on that river. So, now it's up to me. What do I do here? With all that I've said and all you've understood, it's 100 to win 2. Wait, yeah, like so 50, 3 to 1 I'm getting. So there's 200 in the pot. So I'm getting 3 to 1, right? Means I have to, good boy, thinking, dog is all interested. He wants to know, what do you think? Would you call Patrick? Would you call Patrick in that spot? He's like, fold. So in this spot, the only hands I can really beat is if I think Patrick is turning like 10 jack or 10-8 into a bluff. I don't think he's doing that. And I don't think he has 10-8 offsuit, right? So that leaves like 10-8 suited, right? And there's, you know, only a couple of those, only 2 of those. And then, you know, the 10 jack, right? Do I think he's really turning it into a bluff in this spot very often? Hardly. Probably not at frequency. Almost assuredly not at frequency, especially when he considers the fact that, like, I'm not folding. Right? Like, it's so mind-boggling, man. I swear, I've studied this hand for 70 hours, and now that I'm doing the video, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But, like, for me, when I factor in the combinations of hands that he has, I don't factor in 5s, because Patrick's a good player, right? Patrick would not do that with pocket 5s. So, it leaves Queen 10, some 9-10 offsuits, which I'm really not that thinking he opens, right? But 3 combinations of Queen 10, because we know that Phil folded at 10, and not queens. So 3 combinations of nuts, and then other value. If we eliminate 5s, as we should, because he's not supposed to ever do that with 5s, it leaves just the bluffs. And I don't think that he's going to be bluffing at frequency, which makes this actually an elementary fold, right? Patrick did say after the hand, because I asked him about it, and he said, like, he's used to playing against bad players. And this is sort of what I kind of was referencing earlier when I talked about a tweet where I said, you know, sometimes playing against really bad players for long periods of time can create bad habits in your own game, and sometimes playing against really good players, you know, can be beneficial. And I noticed that, you know, like guys like Tom and Patrick, they both play in games with a lot of bad players, and they do a lot of things that are suboptimal, you know, in really good spots. So it's one of the weirdest situations where, and listen, you know, it is what it is. Like, I would play the hand exactly the same way. The only thing, you know, sometimes I'm going to raise flop to get more action or whatever, but like, as played, I would play exactly the same way in the exact same spot. I bet you if you asked Patrick, he would not, right? Which leaves you with, okay, when a hand is over, if you would do exactly the same thing as you would previously, you got to be good with it. Such is life. If you feel like you would have played it differently because of something that you did that was a mistake, you know, then that's where it is. So I do think one player in this hand made a mistake. I think that was Patrick. Okay, I don't think my fold is a mistake in the long run. Now, you guys are going to look at it and you're going to be like, well, you know, how could you fold? It's 9s full, da-da-da, right? And I know you are the exact same people in the comments right now. Exact same group that would be like, what a punt. Why would he call off when Patrick check raises there? He obviously has Queen 10, right? He obviously has it. You're the same group of people. I know you are, right? And you don't bother me, I promise, because I'm very happy with making the fold. Very bizarre, interesting situation where, like, Patrick just way overplayed a hand. And the lesson here really, ultimately, is something we've talked about. But when you are value betting or value raising, ensure betting
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. Get Simply Unlimited, our most affordable unlimited plan for just $50 a month.
Welcome back to the poker vlog. This is episode number 211, and this one is awesome right from the start. We played 25, 50, 100, so massive stakes. It's one of the biggest games I've ever played, and I'm super excited to share it with you. Also, a handful of meetup games coming up. I have more information in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're in Round Rock, Texas, just outside of Austin. I've had a good trip so far, chipping away at the amount that I lost during my first sessions at the lodge in January this year. Today, we're going to be playing the highest stakes session of the trip. We'll be battling it out against 3-time bracelet winner Doug Polk, a handful of other tough opponents, and what's listed as uncapped 25-50, but in Texas, games always have straddles, so it'll play even bigger than that. I arrive at the card room. I'm feeling some pressure, as I always do, to do well on the stream, but there's even a little more than normal because I'm doing a giveaway for any potential winnings. I shoot this video before the game starts to explain it. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm about to hop into the 25-50 live stream game here at the lodge. We got Skull Mike behind me. A fan made this for me, pretty sweet. So massive game. I'm going to be buying in for 10 to 15,000. And I'm going to be giving away 10% of my winnings to a random viewer. So if you tune into the Lodge live stream, you subscribe to the Lodge Live, and comment on the video, you'll be qualified to win. Hopefully I can make a lot for us. This is one of the top 5 biggest games I've ever played. I hear that most of the players are planning to buy in for 10,000. That seems like a reasonable amount to start with. Occasionally in high stakes, I'll sell action. I decided against that today. I'm completely on my own, and with the giveaway, I actually only get to keep 90% of any winnings. My mind has been on this game since I committed to playing it. I had a decent $1,900 win on the stream 2 days prior, but I'd like to get a signature win that has been elusive for me here at the lodge. We make our way to the table. There's some good players in the lineup, but I come in focused. I'm ready to play my A game. Slick Rick and Skull Mike are in the booth doing the commentary. We look at the initial chip counts to start the game. Doug and Jay win, buying for 20,000 and 15,000 respectively. The rest of us are in for 10,000. This game is huge. About a half hour in, we get an opportunity to get in the mix. By the way, there's at least one straddle on for every hand, so this one is 25, 50, 100. Doug has pocket jiggities and a second to act pre-flop. He raises to 250. We've got something that we'd like to play. We're in kind of early middle position with pocket sixes. This is a spot where the vast majority of players are going to flat the initial pre-flop raise with a small to medium pocket pair under these conditions. That's totally fine, but I've been doing some studying with Nick Petrangelo for part of the cash game course that's still going to be coming out on Upswing. It's just been pushed back a few months and is scheduled to be released in the fall now. Anyway, here's a look at the pre-flop chart Petrangelo gave me for this exact situation. You'll notice that you're supposed to play a tight range since there are still several players left to act behind. It's mostly a 3-bet or fold strategy. Even with sixes, folding well over 50% of the time is the correct play, mixed in with some calls and some 3-bets that you see represented with the green. When I'm on stream, I try to take the more aggressive line as often as possible. The camera barely picks it up on the left of the screen, but I 3-bet to 700. It's not necessarily something that Doug or anyone else at the table would expect. These guys are sharp guys. I need to do things that will occasionally catch people off guard in order to be successful at these stakes.
Wow, Brad getting after it here. 3 bets to 700.
Anybody want anything from the fridge? Plumbing. Owner on owner crime here. Partial owners of the club, Doug Polk, Brad Owen.
Doug makes the call, which he's supposed to do around 80% of the time because often I'll have at least 2 overs, if not an overpair. My 3-bet with sixes is just a low frequency play. Sometimes when you take a risk, you get punished, and sometimes you get rewarded. The flop comes 10-6 deuce rainbow. You've got a completely hidden middle set, and what's even better is that Doug has an overpair to the board. Doug checks. We've got the second best hand possible in what's becoming a large pot. I want to make sure that we're able to keep the opponent in with a wide variety of holdings and possibly induce a check raise. We down bet to 500, and it's very enticing to at least stick around with the call. This board won't always be great for my range. Pretty regularly, I'll just have an ace-high type of hand that Doug may want to protect against. Doug just calls, which I anticipated him doing with lots of hands, so this doesn't help me narrow down his range too much. He could have a 10, maybe 2 overs with backdoor draws, maybe small or medium pocket pairs, and there's some small chance he has jacks or queens, but those are discounted since he didn't 4-bet us pre-flop, which he'll do at least some percentage of the time, and he didn't check raise us on the flop, which he'll probably do some percentage of the time as well. The turn is the 3 of clubs. It's a sweet card because no additional hands are beating us that are plausible. If Doug has 3s, we might be able to get it all in. If he has 4s or 5s, we can probably get at least one more additional street of value. Hands like 9s and 8s won't be afraid of the 3 either. Doug checks again. We need to start building this pot up a little more. Ideally, we want to set ourselves up to get all the money in on or by the river. I bet 1,200. It's slightly less than half the pot. Maybe it's on the small side considering what Doug has and what I've just stated is our goal, but it makes it seem as if maybe I'm playing cautiously or afraid of something, and it again provides an opportunity for Doug to check raise us. The smaller we bet, the more hands opponents can check raise us with. Doug's going nowhere for that price. He calls. Now I'm beginning to think that queens and jacks are a lot more likely, given that Doug has made it all the way to the river after I 3-bet pre-flop, bet on the flop, and bet on the turn. I still wouldn't be too surprised to be up against ace-10 suited, 9s, 8s, 7s, 5s, and 4s. The river is the 8 of hearts. I'm somewhat worried that we're up against a set of 8s. Other than that, it's a great card. I don't have to be concerned that Doug will have 9-7 suited because he would have folded that at some point pre-flop. Doug checks. I want to target his queens, jacks, and ace-10 hands because he won't be calling a third barrel with many other combos. Overpairs and top pair hands should be able to call a fairly large bet. Consider shoving for around 8,000. I might do that as a bluff with a hand like Miss Clubs, Ace-5, or Ace-4. I just don't want to squander this opportunity to make at least some money and give Doug a chance to get away from something like an overpair, which he's definitely capable of folding if I jam. I announce about a 4,000.
A quick 4,000. And see Brad, Doug's face, he's disgusted. He's got a bad feeling in his stomach, but I think he's going to lean on making the call. But what is really Brad doing this with? Is he really going to barrel 3 streets on me with a busted big slick, ace, queen, etc.? Queens plus have you beat. 10s, 8s, possible sets. So Doug losing to a lot, and if anybody can make a good fold, it's the 2 seed.
We've seen him do it.
Doug is deep in the tank. He hates the spot that he's in. I'm glad to see him thinking hard about this one because this is the first moment that I 100% know that we've got the best hand. Despite being in a difficult situation, Doug is still cracking jokes.
I'll be joining you on the stuck train here.
Now he's thinking about boarding trains to Stuckville. Population 1, currently with McLovin in the 9 seat, buried 10K.
Doug's travel plans sound amazing, but I'm doing my best to show no emotion. The longer that he contemplates what to do, the more likely it is that he has a top pair hand or an overpair. I know it, and Doug knows that I know it.
You know what hand I have. It's your hand.
The Jiggities. Makes the call. Shows the set. And Brad Owen. Big pot.
We get the call to win a huge pot against one of the main people who inspired me to make poker content on YouTube. I'd watched Doug and Jason Somerville for a long time before seeing Andrew, and then eventually deciding to start my own channel. Studying Doug's Poker Lab course on Upswing was also pivotal for my poker career, so while it's bittersweet to win against a friend at the table, it is a cool hand for me for multiple reasons. By the way, while you wait for the more comprehensive cash game course that Petrangelo and I will be releasing later on in the year, it may be helpful for some of you to get the fundamentals down with the Poker Lab. I have a link with discounts to it in the description box below. It certainly helps me quite a bit. We're off to a great start. We're second on the leaderboard, winning almost 7,000. If the session ended right now, this would be my 3rd biggest win that I've ever had. I don't want that though. I prefer to be first on the leaderboard with my biggest win ever. The deck isn't too cooperative. About an hour goes by of us running cold, then McLovin picks up ace-4 suited in the hijack and raises to 300. Bones has him beat with ace-jack offsuit and cutoff. He 3-bets to 1100. Doug doesn't have a hand that he can call a 3-bet with. We don't have one that we'll be calling a 3-bet with either. We look down at ace-king offsuit. We're going to play it. We're coming in cold with a 4-bet to 3,500. This should look incredibly strong, and rightfully so. No one really has anything that they can go to battle with. The opponents fold. I'm totally fine with that result. We didn't even have a pair, yet we add 1,600 to the stack. I'm glad that we didn't get jammed on. Despite picking up very few playable hands over a fairly long stretch, we've been able to make the most with what we've been given. Nearly 2 hours in, Trey picks up king-jack offsuit in hand number 54. If you haven't noticed yet, there's a hand counter in the bottom right corner of the screen. That's one of several new additions to the revamped stream at the Lodge. Trey's first to act, he raises to 300. Folds to Doug in the big blind who has ace-4 suited. It looks like he's thinking about 3-betting. Instead, he calls. We've got queen-10 suited in the under-the-gun straddle. At the moment, we have a tight image. I consider putting in a 3-bet squeeze. You can see it on my face that I'd like to do it. You can also see in another chart that Petrangelo gave me that when you're in the straddle and an early position player raises, followed by a big blind call, you're supposed to 3-bet queen-10 suited around 40% of the time. When this course comes out and you see all the charts, it's going to completely change your game. In the meantime, I'll show you some charts occasionally in interesting spots as they come up. I elected just flat and close the action. We're going 3 ways to the flop. It comes ace-9 deuce rainbow. We've got nothing except some backdoor draws. Doug checks his top pair. We check. Trey wants to rep the ace that Doug has. He bets 425. Doug folds. My mind immediately goes towards the thought of check raising. Our hand isn't really good enough to call, but we have lots of cards that can help us on the turn. We can rep hands like sets of 9s and deuces, as well as ace-9 and ace-deuce. Doug calls. I should just give up. But now that we're getting 4-1, and with my tight image to fall back on in case we're not able to make a hand, I can perhaps cash in on the credit that I have built up and get a bluff through if I see an opening later. I make a speculative call. With no real draws out there other than to the wheel, it should look like I've got at least a pair, if not a monster, given the fact that I've overcalled on a relatively dry board. The turn is the deuce of clubs, giving us the flush draw and fake trips if we want to represent it. We're by far the most likely to be holding a deuce in our hand. If you go back to the chart, you see that we're supposed to be defending our straddle with all but 3 suited deuces. Doug checks, we check. Trey knows that the deuce is bad for him. He gives up and checks back. The bad news is that the river is the 9 of spades. We break the flush, but we'll have a lot of full houses and sometimes even quads. Doug checks. He knows that I'll often have at least an ace, if not something much stronger. I didn't fly out with backdoor draws that have a perfect bluff opportunity fall into our lap and not take advantage of it. I bet 1,200 into 2,200. It should look like I'm trying to get called, and again, the only draw that missed is something like 5-4, so I'm going to have a monster a ton of the time. Trey folds is king high. Doug has a much tougher decision. It doesn't beat anything that I'd be betting for value, including some aces like ace-10, ace-jack, and maybe even sometimes ace-queen. I'm sure that he has a sixes hand, and the fact that I played snug the whole session in the back of his mind as he contemplates what to do. Ultimately, Doug folds the best hand. You can't fault him for making the laydown. I took a strange line that I wouldn't necessarily always take if it weren't for some game flow factors at play. It's good to get that one through. 2.5 hours in, we haven't really lost any key hands. You can see that we've made our way to the top of the leaderboard now with a profit over 9,000. I've got the giveaway that I'm occasionally thinking about and would like the winner to get at least 4 figures. I also want to get involved a little more for the viewers. I'm just not able to do that with what I've been getting dealt. In hand 109, it folds to us in the big blind. We look down at 5-3 offsuit. This is a pure fold, but I call partially to get the... It's not fun to get dealt so few playable starting hands, necessary to show that I'm trying to get involved when I see even marginal opportunities, because this next graphic is embarrassing for me. We're at the absolute bottom of the VPIP ranking, only playing 12% of hands. It's not fun to get dealt so few playable starting hands when I'm aware that plenty of vlog viewers are watching and hoping to see me get in the mix. Sometimes you just can't pick out much though. I'm still focused, trying to play my best without forcing things too much. 4 hours into the session, I've had 2 pocket pairs. One of those did go pretty well, but I can't help but notice that my neighbor to the right has had quite a few pairs to start with. The mic doesn't pick me up asking Doug a question that I immediately regret.
How many pocket pairs have you been dealt? He says when one of his pocket pairs was a set and a 3-bet pot, which is me that I totally made up.
Apparently, all you have to do is complain. We raised to 225 with pocket sevens, right in the midst of griping to Doug about not being dealt many pocket pairs. He sees this and thinks that it's comical that I may have gotten one. He has to get a sweat, and I let him see.
There we go. You see, let me get it.
250.
I got a lot of
McLovin wants to dance. He calls for 150 on top of the straddle with ace-4. We're heads up in position. The flop comes 8-6-4 rainbow. We've got second pair and a gutter. McLovin checks. He's a really nice guy, 25-year-old organ donor from Hawaii. This is a flop that I consider checking back on because it'll hit the straddler's range hard, even if it doesn't connect strongly with the opponent's actual hand. I anticipate getting check raised somewhat regularly. I make a calculated decision to bet 300 anyway, with intentions of calling a check raise with my pair and gutter. If I do get check raised, I have excellent card move with some strong hands like 7-5 suited that the opponent will be representing. McLovin isn't sure bottom pair is good. He indeed puts in the check raise to 900 to represent mostly a set or 2 pair because that's what he has removal for. I stick with my plan to call for 600 more, not fully convinced that I'm up against anything that strong yet. The turn is another 8. I love seeing this card because it removes set and 2 pair combos that we could have been up against on the flop. A lot of players don't check raise hands like 9-8 or 10-8 on the flop since you don't necessarily have to turn those into bluffs, so I'm not too concerned about being up against just trips, mostly concerned about being up against full houses. McLovin looks a little uncertain regarding what to do. He chooses to continue firing, but he only makes it 1,200. Doug knows what I have and is trying his best not to give anything away. I appreciate that. I didn't call 900 on the flop to fold to a $1,200 turn bet when I liked the card that came out. I call, still not knowing exactly where we're at, but sensing that we've got the best hand. The river is another 8. If the second 8 was good, 3 8s on the board is better. We've counterfeited sets of 6s and 4s as well as 6-4. In the off chance that the opponent has 7-5, we beat that now too. I already mentioned that a lot of players wouldn't have check raised with a single 8 on the flop, and there are only 2 combined combos of 8-6 and 8-4 suited, only 1 combo of 8-7 suited, and 1 combo of 8-5 suited. I'm McLovin it as the opponent checks. I really don't think that I'm up against anything that has much value anymore. As long as we're not up against quads, we should have the best hand. There's a small chance that we're up against 9s or 10s. I'm not too worried about that though. I'm almost certain that McLovin was either bluffing earlier or at a strong hand that has been stripped of nearly all value. So how do we make money with this assessment? We bet tiny to get called by a 6 or 4 or to induce a bluff. There's almost no chance that pocket 9s or 10s will reopen the pot with a check raise, but I could have hands like aces, kings, queens, and a few quad 8 combos. So if we bet and get raised, we can be fairly certain that we're up against quads or a bluff.
What is Brad going to do
Brad's got to put his opponent on a 6 or a 4, I'd imagine here, so he's going to be betting. Small bet, I think. Was that under 1,000 or was 500? So milky.
Milk and cookies.
This is the second instance within the same hand that I bet small with intentions of calling a raise. McLovin had quads earlier against Doug, so he's reached his quads quota for the day. He has it here and he raises me. Good for him. I'm not a believer though, particularly after he checked the river and I bet tiny. It's a situation that's so annoying when you have nothing that you have to fight back every urge not to raise. There's no snap decision. The bet at 10% the size of the pot completely freezes the opponent. He's thinking, will a check raise work? Or does he want me to check raise him? Do I ever be anything? Maybe I should fold. How can a fold be right when I'm getting 11 to 1 and I have a full house? For almost 2 minutes, we don't hear a word from McLovin. I'm enjoying every second of putting the Irish R&B singer in the cage. To his credit, he's able to properly narrow down what I have. Is he disciplined enough to let it go, though?
Yeah, such a good bet. Okay, sevens.
Oh! He called!
He called his hand. A great call by McLovin. McLovin locked in, knows he's got sevens. It's going to pay him off anyways.
Think about 500. Go. Sevens. Fuck it. Next time I'll slap raised. Slap raised.
You might have just heard McLovin say that next time he'll snap raise me on the river, and in this hypothetical world, I said that I would have called. I bet with a plan in a spot where most people check back, we get almost every ounce of value we can out of a flopped bottom pair. Even though it's a smaller pot, correctly calling the check raise and the turn bet with sevens, and then getting our tiny bet called on the river is at least in some ways more fun than the set of sixes hand. We're having a good time today as we're up over $11,000 on the session. We're in 5-figure profit territory,
What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Graded Investors. Back at it again. Let's see here. Getting everything set up. I apologize. Running a couple seconds behind. I was trying to grab some food, man. Yeah, just let me know which payment option you prefer, and we'll get you squared away. Actually, I want to move. Oops. Give me a second. Pulled the wrong one. All right, sounds good. I'll pop the Venmo in the chat for you. If anybody wants any of the teams, let us know. Just made a deal, 2 teams for 15, so if you guys want a team, feel free to grab one. Let's see. Venmo is Caesar. No, Venmo is new level content. That's right. That is the Venmo. Let me put you on those, Josh. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Josh, you have Philly. Now you have Arizona and Detroit. Updating the teams. There are a couple teams available. Even if you guys want to grab them afterwards or grab them on the fly, I really don't mind. If for some reason they pull a card that for whatever reason I think is dope, I do lock the team up for myself. Just like if you guys want one, you can lock one up for yourself. So let's jump into it, guys. We got 10 total blasters. We got a second break. Should be ending right about now on eBay. So if you are looking to add a team in the second break, Houston and St. Louis. All right, I got you, Jess. Let me go ahead and pop Jess in. Jess. She is Houston. Jess, do 15 on those. I was doing 2 for 15, so why don't you grab those 2 for just $15? If anybody wants 2 teams that fell through, I'm doing 2 for 15 if you guys want to grab them. If you just want one, just the 10. But if you want 2, we'll do 2 for 15. Thank you, Josh. Received. Appreciate you, brother. Updating Jess. 2 for 15. All right, let's jump into it. Good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun. Let's see if we can't find a little fire in the Bowmans. Man, I was shocked at how many cards are in these boxes. They put 72 cards. I know we're really looking for, the chrome. But it's fun to know there's a bunch of cards in here. So, good luck, good luck. Let's see if we can't find a little fire. Pack number 1, we got a Jake DeGrom, Seager, Lars Nootbaar, my guy, Brian De La Cruz, Bruhan, Wander Franco, that is the paper. We got a Jackson Rutledge, number 74 out of the top 100. We got Polanco, ooh, a little first of Daryl, Martin Jimenez, we'll pull these down here, Amador, and then we got Vargas on the Bowman Chrome. Anyone have the Rangers? So no, the Rangers are available for $10. If you want to do 2, I'll do 2 for 15. Completely up to you, Alex, obviously. But yeah, the Rangers are available if you want them. And let me know if you're already in the break. If you're not, there's $5 shipping unless you're going to do a break at some point this weekend. If you have a break at some point this weekend and you've paid shipping, then I do any teams that fall through with no additional shipping. But if you don't have a ship, just add $5. But you can have that team for 10, add a second team for 15 if it's still available. And then, like I said, just the $5 shipping if you have not or don't plan on having another team this weekend through eBay. But if you have a team through eBay, you guys are totally good. Yeah, PayPal is fine. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever you're interested in. I'll pop the PayPal into the chat. So let me know. And let me know if you're in the break or what name you want it under. Or I can put it under your PayPal name once it's sent. We got a Joe Ryan, Josiah Gray, Castro, Wong, Josh Lowe, Rookie of the Year, favorites, Matt Manning. Friendly reminder, guys, we will sleeve all of the rookies at the end. All of the top vets will get sleeved at the end. I just kind of do that to keep the speed up. But I will sleeve the first, Davis, and we got Watson on the first. Very nice. Put that there. Actually, I want to sleeve the Bowman Chrome at the end for sure. Yeah, for sure, Alex. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pop that in. I'm just going to sleeve these cards up. Like I said, add $5 for shipping. If you do have another break this weekend, or you do jump into a break, I can kick that back to you, or we can just have it as store credit. So just keep that in mind. Not a big deal, zero pressure either way, but always letting you guys know that if I save on shipping, you save on shipping. It's, you know, we might as well all save, if that makes sense. I always sleeve and top load the first as much as possible because, I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of these guys you just don't know, right? Like, they got drafted for a reason, they're put on teams for a reason, and it's just interesting to see if some of these guys end up panning out. So I'm just going to put my eBay email in here, so as soon as it comes across, Alex, I will add you to the list on screen, so that way you're up there, brother. Appreciate you guys jumping in and grabbing a couple of the teams. I don't know. I like Bowman. Hopefully you guys are here because you also like Bowman. Oof, I see something in the back. Here you go. This one is going out to New York. Little Jason Dominguez. There you go, Yankees. Derek's on the board. We got a Jonathan India. There you go. Second year. Bryce Harper. Tatis getting some good hits there. We got Springer. Do we have some color? Carlos Correa. Nope, it is a Vibrations. Henry Davis. Virtuous Vibration. I'm not even sure what that even means. All right, we got a first. Baez, Lawler, and Montgomery on the first as well. I'm assuming Dominguez we're still going to take care of in sleeve. Just, I don't know, man. Is he still hot? I assume he is. I haven't heard anything negative about Dominguez. I assume that if he wasn't still on the hot list, people would be trashing him. So, Jess and Josh received. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right, the firsts are fun. Get us something numbered now, Bowman. I want to see something extra fun for somebody. I was able to get quite a few Bowman. We'll see if we can get our hands on anything else fun, but where are you guys at with Top Series 2? Has anybody opened any of that? Having any fun with Top Series 2? Got Donaldson, Kalenic, Cole, Stott. We got Lopez on the first, Quintana, Leone, James Wood, Bowman first, and Sweeney. There you go. A couple nice in the Bowman Chrome. Appreciate it, Alex. I just received. Thank you very much. And you have a shipping address there too. Perfect, man. Appreciate that. Just like to make sure that I can actually get them shipped out to people. I had one guy, and I still have not gotten back a hold of him. It was probably a month and a half ago. Sent, you know, $10, not a big deal. It was inexpensive, but never sent his address. And I've tried to reach out to him and just haven't heard back from him. So his stuff is sitting in a package there, and who knows? Maybe I'll hear back from him at some point. So give me a couple seconds, Alex. I'll put you up, brother. Appreciate you jumping in. Good luck with your Texas Rangers. And if you do decide you want to add a second team, like I said, you can add one for $5 if for some reason, you know, you see something you like. So let me go ahead and add Alex up there, guys, and then we'll keep it moving. Appreciate you guys. I like tops too, but yes, Jess, yes. I know you likes the tops too. Williams. I'm going to put next to it PayPal, just so I remember that you are in the PayPal for the shipping. And I'll make sure to pop your tracking into PayPal for you as well, brother. All right, Alex is up. All right, good luck, Alex. Yeah, I like baseball a lot. I don't know why. I just always have liked the Chrome products, right? Topps Chrome. We got Vierling. We got Baz, Kawar, Sheets. Wow, Yepes, Milky Cabrera, Cabrian Hayes, Rushman. We got Velasquez, Herbert Perez, Martinez, and got another Perez. But I really like the Chrome products. I think I miss them a lot. Just in general, I look forward to seeing Topps Chrome come back to basketball. That'll be super dope. But yeah, Velasquez. All right, last pack, box number 1. We got 10 total boxes, so it is going to be a little bit of a longer rip, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We got Freeman, Soto, so I'll probably power through Seth Beer and Brandon Marsh. There you go. We'll give Brandon Marsh the sleeve. Nice hit, Seth Beer going out to Arizona. High Five Futures. We got Darren Baker on the first, Gonzalez on the first, Alvarez, Baez on the first, and Dominguez on the first. If you guys didn't see, we recently did an unboxing of a bunch of PSA cards. I sent in nearly 600 PSA cards, and we just got another 100 of them back. We're still out 100, so there's still 100 that are on their way back. So if you do have any interest in seeing that, we also talked about different ways of selling on eBay, and I actually am creating a video just showing my process to get cards up on eBay. Been trying to optimize it. If you're anything like me, man, you jump in a few breaks, you rip a few packs, boxes, whatever you can get your hands on occasion, and all of a sudden you realize, man, I've got, I don't know, 200-300 decent cards that just are not my PC. It's not something I'm chasing or trying to keep, and I just need to move it. And so I'm going to create a video that basically breaks down ways to get them put up on eBay for quick and easy sales. It's not to say everything sells quick, but I don't know. I like eBay because it's super low impact, right? Like, even y'all, if you are looking for a card, it's quick and easy to jump through my eBay and just see the singles I have available versus, I don't know, I think a lot of people like to sell on other spaces, even on Facebook, and it's just a little bit more work, in my opinion. But anyway, if you guys are interested in that, that video will go up, I believe, Friday. We got Baz and we got Vierling. So Friday of next week is my plan to release that. We got Minier, Braylon first, Bowman first. We got Cerny first, Rincones first, Wagner first, and Baker first. Wow. 5 firsts, not bad. But yeah, if you guys ever have questions about the hobby or different things, I'm always looking for a good idea for videos to make just to kind of talk about, I don't know, just different things we all run into, right? Like even what's the best way to go out and find cards. I probably should make a video on different ways to make sure you can, you know, find a few packs if you're looking to rip. I don't know about you guys, but obviously I break, but I love to rip. Just love to rip. It's so much fun. I think I just got the bug as a kid. I'm sure a lot of us did. I know Jess loves to rip. Her husband will occasionally buy far too many boxes and just set them out there to mess with her. Scott's cards today. Okay, I'll pay attention. Somebody else said I should have gotten them as well. I'm staying with a friend, and so I just need to go have them look in their mailbox because I don't think they check the mailbox of this house very often, and I've never asked for the mail key. So I'm assuming a few things are sitting in the mailbox waiting for me to go pick them up. But yeah, awesome. I'll go check for them, Jess. Thank you. And yeah, what Jess said, we do help out. So if anybody is Castro, we got Wong, Lowe, just a ton of rookies in one pack. We got that Jason Dominguez. Oh, sorry. First, Jimenez, Escoto, and Hernandez. We'll put that here and make sure that gets sleeved. But yeah, we do help out if anybody's looking to send cards into PSA. If you haven't heard, PSA just dropped down to $30. It does cover cards just up to a value of $500, but it's getting down closer to where it is easier for us to do, you know, for me at least, to do PC cards. PC cards at $50. I mean, I have some PC cards that I really just wanted to get slabbed. So here's an example. I got my Adrian Peterson Calling All Captains slabbed. Not unhappy with HGA, disappointed with how long it takes them. Man, it just takes them forever to get things done. But I would much rather have that at PSA. I just wasn't paying $50 to PSA, but at $30, I go, man, that's a lot closer to where I might be happier just having it in a PSA slab. But to each their own, and we all got to kind of decide what we like. And for me, the reason we started the graded investor community is I do love graded cards. I think it's the funnest way to have the card. The card's protected. If when you decide to sell it, you at least know that the person on the other end knows what kind of a card they're getting. All right, we got Kawar, Sheets, Yepes. We got Milky, Cabrera, Cabrian Hayes. We got Bobby Witt. We got Triana, Mendez, Taylor on the first. Ooh, and we do got a numbered. Oh, very nice. Jonathan Clace going out to Seattle. Derek, nice hit with the Jonathan Clace. It is numbered out of 499. Bowman first. Very, very nice. Congratulations, brother. Nice hit. That's what we're looking for, is just something numbered, and it happens to be a Bowman first. I don't even know how good that guy is, but, you know, it's one of those things. If he ends up being good, that'll be a fire card in the future. The one thing that I like and dislike about baseball, I like the fact that, you know, if Jonathan Clace isn't on anybody's radar right now, it doesn't mean anything, right? He could pop on the radar. What I dislike is, man, you might have to wait 4 or 5 years before if you know if these guys are going to be busts or not. So, you know, it's cool, but it's also tough. Got to find a little more space to put a few extra cards until it's time, until you find out if the guy's going to be talented. But it's fun, because you pull a cool card like that. This is just my opinion, my take. But if that's my card, right, if I am Derek, I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to Clace and just seeing if, you know, what's the read on him, where he's at. I just think it's interesting. It's kind of like fantasy football. I don't necessarily pay attention to, you know, every player on every team, but if I get a guy on a team and it's a guy that I think is going to end up being, we got Kalenic, we got Cole. Ooh, there you go. Wander, Franco, Bowman in 3D rookie card. That's sick. And then we got a Soderstrom. Nice hit. We got Blaze, Jordan, Baez on the first. Lawler. We got Labreda and Diaz. But yeah, it's something where, you know, if you have a guy that you think has big upside, like I drafted the wide receiver for the Jets who got drafted early. And so now I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to, you know, where their quarterback's at, how people are playing, these kind of things. Whereas before, I'll be honest, I'm not paying a ton of attention to the Jets. I don't have anybody on the Jets. So I find it to be interesting. And I think cards do that for us sometimes, is that, you know, you pull a big card or an interesting card like the Clace, and you start paying a little bit more attention than you may have previously. I think that's part of what makes the card collecting and the watching sports be interesting. Nice hit for Helen on the Bowman in 3D Wander Franco rookie card. That's pretty cool. All right, we got Matt Manning on the rookie Welker. That's interesting. Albert Pujols, Chisholm. Ooh, Joey Gallo out of 199 purple. There you go, New York. That's a cool card. Rodolfo Castro. We got the first with the Rodriguez, Quintana, and a second numbered card. Marcelo Mayer. So we got the out of 199, and we just got the out of 99. Wow, this has been a lot better box than that first one, at least for numbereds. We got Rincones and Ramos. That was interesting. I don't think you're supposed to get that many numbered cards out of a box, let alone out of one pack. Somehow we pulled 2 numbered cards out of 1 pack. So nice hit for Derek. Nice hit for Boston, which is Sean. Nice hit with the color. At the end of the day, man, I just like hitting color. I like hitting color. I like hitting numbereds. And I guess with this particular product, we like hitting the firsts as well. I always think it's interesting what they say in the back. So as we fill these up, I just pull them down underneath. So just so you guys know, all the top-loaded cards end up here. We'll do just the hits at the end. I'll slide through them so everybody can see anything they may have missed. But since we do get firsts, and I try to take care of them because we just never know who's going to end up popping, we do go through quite a few top loaders with Bowman. It's going to be a ton considering we're doing 10 blasters. So it does take a little bit longer for the break, but it's a fun break, man. And I know you guys can definitely find some Bowman still on Target.com, but I appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out with us, and just having a little bit of fun. Barrero, Freeman, Soto, Seaman, Brandon Marsh. We got Austin Hendricks with the Virtuosic? What in this world is this? All right, we got Polanco, Leon, Velasquez on the first, Venezuela on the first, and Luis Rodriguez. All right, box number 3. Box. All right, we got Goldschmidt, Baum, Mountcastle, Judge, Ashby, Williams, and Vilde, I'm not sure. Gonzalez, Jabrara, Luciano. We got Vivas. Why am I seeing that wrong? And then Pineda. Jorbit. Vivas. Man, it's interesting. There are a lot of interesting names out there that I just have never seen. And I feel like I've seen a ton of names. Jorbit. I've never seen the name Jorbit. It's a little different. Bowman first. It's a prospect for the Dodgers on the chrome. Interesting. All right, we got Garrett Cole, Barrero, Freeman, Soto, Seth Beer. Getting a lot of Seth Beer. We got Martinez in the high-fi future. We got a first, Walker, Davis, Harris on the first, and Cerny on the first as well. And if you guys are thinking, man, why does he put his fingers on the top of the cards? So rather than pushing here where I could possibly damage, I just kind of pinch here very softly and just push the cards in. I find that it is significantly less likely that I'm going to damage the cards. When people just push on the top, I always worry that the card will somehow push back a little bit. We got Luis Gil Cabrera. We got Abreu. Man, look at that. That is actually pretty cool. That's a ton of dirt getting kicked up. We got Mookie Betts, Ha-Seong Kim. We got Pineda. This one's super bowed. I'm going to put it here. Marrero, also super bowed. We got Frazier, Noel, Waddle on the first, Gonzalez, and we've got Paguera. It's interesting. I've not seen that first name either. Leover. Liover. Leover. Leover, maybe. I'm not sure. I want to put the right emphasis on the correct syllable. Yeah, there's another one I've never seen before. John Kensky, maybe. It's an interesting one. A lot of interesting first names, man. You go a lot of interesting first names, and then Matt. Okay, perfect. We got Matt, no problem. And Luke. But you think about even like Mookie Betts, I had never seen the name Mookie before. So, you know, just need one guy to get good at baseball, and we'll know his name because we'll hear it 100 times. All right, we got Marsh, Burger, little beer and burger action. We got Madrigal. We got Joe Ryan on the rook. We got Muncy, Allen, and Bello on the first, along with Mendez and Lopez on the first. Wow. Crushed a lot of firsts in that one. I may have to switch this up and just sleeve the firsts, and then we'll top load them at the end, because I'm realizing it's taking me a long time to individually top load each one of these. But the firsts will be top loaded. So if I switch that up, it's just going to be for speed, because I feel like I'm taking a long time because we're hitting a lot of firsts. So I think I'm going to switch it up, and we'll have 4 rows, which is a little different than we normally do. But I'll put the firsts, and maybe we'll just top load the chrome firsts, just again for speed. Pull these down. I guess I'm still going to end up doing it at the end, so maybe it doesn't matter. All right, 2 packs left. Box number 3. Little Vlad Guerrero, Joe Adell, DeGrom, little Lars Nootbaar, first Urena, Fran, Torkelson, nice. There you go, Detroit. Little Spencer Torkelson, your guy right there. Nico Cavadas for Boston. Carlson, Goldschmidt, Baum, Mountcastle, Aaron Judge, Aaron Ashby. We got the Gabriel Arias. We got Montgomery, De La Cruz, Ramos. We got Backstrom and Bello. Sorry, I'm moving the top-loaded cards back because the pile got so big it was hitting my elbow. So, all right, box number 4. Bobby Dahlbeck. Garcia. We got Lopez, Detmers, Cruz on the rookies. We got Ronald Acuna, Giancarlo Stanton. It's Jorbit, the homie Jorbit. Cruz. We got Lara, and we got Luciano. A few more firsts. All right, we got Williams, Gill, Cabrera, Abreu, Mookie Betts, Benny Montgomery on the hi-fi, Preciado, Matos, Alcantara. I don't even know on this name, but nice hit for San Francisco, and Quintana for the Washington Nationals. Still available, just $10. All right, we got Arenado, Bellinger, Vato. We got Bo Bichette, Rizzo, Marcel Mayer, Shea Langers. We got Vargas on the first. Jackson, I'm not sure how to say that last name. Paguara, we got Rodriguez, and C.J. Abrams. Jeez, completely missed that one. Chaurio? I'm not sure how to say that last name. Milwaukee, you got anything for me? Chaurio, something like that. And we got another one in the back. But this one happens to be a first for you on the Bowman Chrome, going out to Milwaukee once again. We got Ha-Seong Kim, Vlad Guerrero, Joe Adell, Yadier Molina. We got Seager. We got Gavin Sheets, Rookie of the Year favorites. Curtis Mead on the first. And Vera on the first along with Jackson. Grabbing a few more sleeves. Oops. Two packs left, box number 4. Still 6 more boxes to go. See if we can't find some more color, some more numbered. We got Machado, Raleigh, Lopez on the rookies. Got our first Mike Trout, Robert, Luis Rodriguez on the chrome, Soderson, Martinez, Howard. Ooh, got Guzman for the Angels and Bobby Witt Jr. Lars Nootbaar. My guy. De La Cruz. Brujan. Wander Franco. Rookie. Nice hit. Jonathan India. Harper. Canario. We got Machado. Wilson on the firsts. Pi and Verdugo on the first as well. Nice hit. Tampa Bay's on the board again. Helen with another. Wander Franco. Is the paper. We'll see if we can't hunt down. Oops, one of the chromes for you. All right, box number 5. 5 more to go. Thank you, box. We got Blackman, Dahlbeck, Garcia, Lopez, and Detmers. We got Christian Hernandez, Jordy Adams, Quintera, Amador, Daryl Hernandez, I'm not sure how to say that, and then Hendrick on the chrome. A couple more firsts. Still looking for our numbers and colors. Somehow we hit 3 of them in one box. It's been few and far between in the rest. Love to hit an auto for somebody as well. That would be awesome. All right, we got Muller, Strider. We got Shohei Ohtani, our first Ohtani. Lindor. We got Bailey. We got Roa. And then we have Hassel. Benjamin. It's like Benjamin, but with a Y. All right, we got Chisholm, Soler, Marte, Alvarez. Ooh, Arenado out of 499 going out to St. Louis. Nice hit for the Cardinals. Nice hit for Jess. There you go, Jess. Spencer, Torkelson, Ford, Mitchell, Dominguez. Oh, we got something. Will Wagner, first out of 50. Houston's on the board. Nice hit for Houston. Jess. Sheesh. That is sick. Nice hit. I don't know if Will Wagner's the guy, but that's a sick hit nonetheless. Out of 50. Looks like the gold shimmer. Not sure what they call them in this, but it looks like a gold shimmer to me. Man. Maybe they just call it the gold out of 1190. That's sick. Well, congrats, Jess. Very nice hit. Very nice, Jess. Well, I just complained. I need to complain more often. I just was like, hey, we're not getting any numbered cards. Well, we just got some, so now I can't complain for at least a couple seconds. But yeah, I got to complain more often. Nice hit, Jess. It's actually super dope looking card, so I like it. We got Jaron Duran, Miller, Strider. We got the Shoei again. J.D. Martinez, Lindor, Jaron Duran once again. Couple nice hits there for Boston. Nice hits, Sean. We got Hassel. We got Kinney. We got Pye. Anybody hungry? I'm hungry. We got to stop talking about Pye. Wagner and Baker. Yeah, that gold shimmer is pretty sick. You have me wanting to look up Wagner and seeing if he's any good. Will Wagner, how's he looking? Is he looking like a guy who's going to make the jump? Because that would be sweet. But regardless, you got a gold out of 50, so pretty nice hit. Ooh, jeez. Sorry, Jaron, Mr. Duran. We got Cruz, Acuna, Stanton, Bellinger, Joey Votto, Marcelo Mayer. All right. Andry Lara, Cespedes, Escalado on the first, and Vargas on the chrome. Has it listed for 67? So what you're saying is that you did okay. You did okay. You figure if they have it listed for 67, it's probably worth 30. I'm kind of joking, but also kind of not. It's so strange how people list things on eBay and they list them up super, super, super high, and you go, that seems like overly high. And they're like, well, you know, if he ends up being good, it'll sell. If not, no big deal. But either way, Jess, maybe you'll decide you like him, do a little research. Maybe you'll decide you just want to flip it. You know, no big deal. Wow, cracked ice. Sheesh. That is sick. Out of 150. That one is going out to Pittsburgh. There you go, Pittsburgh. Nice hit for Morgan. Jeez, that is sick. I just like the way the cracked ice look. Very, very nice. Dig that a lot, man. Congrats. Let's go ahead and pull these ones down. We'll pop the cracked ice up there. I may be putting less cards up there and just kind of keep them down here if that makes sense. And we'll just put like the really cool ones because, man, we are getting a ton of cards that we're sleeving and top loading. We'll still go over them all at the end like normal. Hernandez, we got Guzman, Rafaela, and Labrada. Labrada on the first as well going out to Seattle. That is a sick hit. I really like the cracked ice just in general, but for whatever reason, like the silver cracked ice looks kind of cool. Kind of looks, I don't know, like diamond-esque. I'm not saying they're diamonds, but it looks, I don't know, diamondy. It's pretty sick. Very, very cool. Congratulations. Like I said, I'm going to put the top-loaded cards underneath. If we see anything cool, I'll pop them up top. Just we're getting a ton of cards we're top-loading, so... All right, guys, we are on box number 6. That was box number 5. This is halfway point. Just want to take a second. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you guys being a part of the break, hanging out, having a good time with us. Best part of the day, hanging out, ripping some packs, seeing what we can find. It's a ton of fun. It's just, you guys know, you've ripped the pack before. It's just a lot of fun, so I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to hang out, rip a few packs, have a little fun. Appreciate when you guys are in the chat just joking back and forth. It's just a good time, so appreciate that. Nice hit, Morgan. It's a sick card. Seriously, the cracked ice. I'm sure you've seen a cracked ice, even held one in your hand, so you know. We got Marte. We got a numbered out of 125. Nolan Arenado. There you go. Acosta. We got Rushman. Daryl. Not going to try to say that last name. Jimenez, Backstrom, and De Castro. Yeah, the cracked ice just look cool. I'll be honest, if you buy into a break for like 10, 15 bucks, pull a cracked ice, I just go, yeah, that's good. I'm happy, you know. Because if I liked that guy, I don't know if Peguero is any good, but if I saw that kind, somebody's like, hey, 10 bucks, and I'm a Pittsburgh fan, I go, that's dope, I'll take that. So, you know, if it was a Twins card, I'd buy it up in a heartbeat. So we'll put the Arenado, we'll just put numbered cards up at the least, and then we'll, if we find anything else cool, we'll put those up And I'll put the firsts, they're going to go right here. So just so you guys know, boop, firsts go right here. And then once the pile gets too big, it goes right on my secondary table. Yeah, that cracked ice is fire. The gold is fire. Actually, this gold is really, really cool. Show the gold off one more time, but yeah, that's a sick card. That's another one. You know, if it's my team, I'm super happy to have a card like that in my collection. It's just fun looking. Bryant, Kalenic, Cole. We got Reed Detmers, Baker on the first. Taylor. We got Bello and Martin. Bobby Martin Jr. Or Robbie. Sorry, I don't know why I'm calling Bobby. Robbie Martin Jr. Four packs left, 4 boxes left. Again, thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you guys being a part of the community, hanging out, having a little fun with us. Jaron Duran, nice hit. Muller. Got J.D. Martinez, Austin Martin, Sugasti, Baez, Lawler, and we got a Serta on the first as well. And just so you guys know, all the Bowman Chromes will get sleeved. So even if they're not great, I like the Bowman Chromes. We don't get too many of them. It's kind of like the Topps Chromes for me when you're ripping Topps. I think they're fun. I like the ad personally. I just like Chrome cards in general. I think a lot of us are. We're little upgrades on monkeys. We like shiny things. And if you say, Josh, speak for yourself, I was. I just wanted to say some of us, so I didn't feel like it was only me. But I think that's why I like, like the cracked ice and the gold shimmer type cards, is they look dope. Like they look super cool. Oops. Freddie Freeman, Soto, Seth Beer, Brandon Marsh, and Berger. The same little run that we keep hitting. We got Ramos, we got Lopez, Quintana, Leon, Acuna, and Ramirez. Checklist in Bowman is pretty large because of all the firsts, but I do think they do an interesting job of putting the cards together because, your first few cards are your vets or rookies, right? And then you've got your firsts, and then you've got your 2 Bowman Chromes. Occasionally you'll have inserts in the middle like the top 100. So they do a good job of making sure that even though it's a huge checklist because of all the firsts, and so the firsts are kind of the chase cards, they're a little bit harder to hit as well, you still are going to get fun cards. You're still going to get a few of the people that you're That is an on-card Bowman first auto. Nice hit going out to the Angels. That's what we've been looking for a dope auto. Congratulations. It is on card. I have to look at these things because of the way they shade the area to maybe indicate to the player where to sign, but very nice hit going out to the Angels. Isaac's on the board in a big way. Nice hit, brother, with the Alejandro Hidalgo auto. Congratulations. We got Campos, Velasquez, Perez, Villarga, and Cuero. That was definitely one of the things I was hoping to pull. Always fun to pull an auto for y'all, so congratulations, nice hit. And I definitely think on the next break, which we have coming up in... sleeve him first. In the next break that we have coming up in about an hour, again, the baseball is ending on eBay if you guys are interested in jumping on another team. $1 shipping for each additional team, so if you had a team in this break or 2 or whatever, if you pick up 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. You're just going to pay $1, $2, or $3. $1 per team. And then we also have breaks tomorrow. We have 5 breaks. Today I only got 2 up. I was on vacation. I kind of ran out of time to make sure the breaks... Well, I poorly managed my time, let's be honest. I was on vacation. But we got 5 breaks tomorrow as well. Tomorrow is football breaks. So if you're interested, you can come check those out. We got Winker, Baez, Madrigal, Chapman, Carlson, Schmidt. It's the Paguara guy that I just cannot say that first name. We got Montgomery, Gonzalez on the first, Ray Allen, and Jose Salas. But yeah, friendly reminder, you guys always get $1 shipping after you've paid your first ship for the weekend. So you get one team, and then any other teams you pick up all weekend long, because we ship everything out Monday or Tuesday. Typically Monday. Occasionally we get caught up and then it goes out Tuesday. But if you guys have looked at our reviews, you know that we ship it safely and we ship it quickly. I'd much prefer to get the cards out to you guys as quickly as possible. I don't like having them here any longer than they need to be, so... And then we also make sure that we ship them safely, because that's important as well. Bo Bichette, Rizzo, Machado. We got Hoy Park on the rookie. Bryson Stott. Actually, that one's bowed just a little bit. We'll put it there. We got Minier on the first. Mayer. We got Watson, Allen, and Jorbit. What's your name, son? Jorbit. It's different. It's different. Wife and kids are back from helping some friends, which means I'm going to get food soon. Yay! Smells nice. Smells nice.
What do you want it?
I'm still working, dude. I'll come out and eat in a second. Looks like I got ramen.
Wait, Dad. Do you want the spicy sauce?
Sure. Sitting here all day and I was lazy and I didn't make myself anything to eat. But I was getting prepared for the break and doing a couple other things. We got a Duran, nice hit. Muller, Strider, Shohei Ohtani, J.D. Martinez, Lindor. Hey, we got a second auto. Was this 2 autos in the same box? And we got some color in the back. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wowza. There you go. This one's going out to Philadelphia. Nice hit for Josh. Philadelphia on-card auto of... It's going to be like Yaswar Garcia. I'm going to say Garcia for now, but man, what a hit. Super sick. Congratulations, brother. On card first from Garcia. We got Dominguez here. And we got an out of 299 Justice Thompson. This one's going out to Cincinnati. Wow, it's got a little scratch right down the middle, unfortunately, but that's pretty sick, man. It's kind of like a sparkle look. A lot of what I think of is kind of Panini stuff. Yeah, Morgan, I think. Hey, what's going on, brother? Mahalo as well, brother. Yeah, I mean, we're doing okay, right? Like, this is actually pretty fun. We're hitting some cool stuff. There are a lot of cards in here, so we're going through quite a bit. But, I mean, we're getting some hits, I think, right? Like, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but definitely seems like we're getting some hits, Morgan, so that's pretty sick. That's our second auto, so that's dope. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. We still got 3 blasters left. Again, we've got another 10 blasters coming up at 3 o'clock, so even if you didn't get in, you can always come back and see if any of the teams fell through. Always appreciate when you guys grab teams. Family and I are in the middle of moving, so normally I'm happy to collect. Right now I'm trying to limit how much I have because we got to move stuff. Pulling heat for the blasters. Yeah, dude, we are definitely hitting a few. Yeah. Well, and it's weird because we hit a few dry blasters for sure, but it definitely feels like a few of these are top-loaded or heavy, however you want to say it. We got Raleigh, we got Lopez, we got Mike, Trout, Robert, we got Yelich, we got a Bobby Dahlbeck. Not bad. Second year, I believe, Bobby Dahlbeck. Out of 499. That's going out to Boston. Sean's on the board again. Nice hit. Pop this one up here. But yeah, a couple autos. The Gold Shimmer. Oh, Gold Shimmer is gorgeous, man. That Gold Shimmer is gorgeous for sure. No question. We got the Bobby Witt, Triana, Batty, Acuna, Harris, and Cerny. Yeah, it's always fun to hit fun cards. I think whether you're in, out, ripping, breaking, just watching. I mean, it's just fun to see cool cards pop, and we definitely have we've pulled a few cool cards, man. The cracked ice, the shimmer, a couple autos, the sparkle there, and we've pulled a number of numbered cards, so very, very nice, fun break. Yeah. I always hope they're going to be fun for you guys, believe me. I'm probably one of the breakers out there that genuinely wants to see everyone get fun cards. Like, I get disappointed when people don't hit anything good. Obviously, you guys know, and I know there's nothing I can do about it, right? I don't put the cards in the packs, but believe me, I love seeing dope cards, and I love shipping them out. My wife helps me with packaging, and so she'll see them, and she's like, oh, wow, this is super cool, and then I get to tell her about the card. So it's fun for us. We got Grayson Rodriguez, Blaze Jordan, Cerny, Rincones. We got Gonzalez and C.J. Abrams. I feel like we just got a Cerny. Yeah, the Cerny was a chrome, and so now we got the base Cerny. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun on our end, ripping with you guys and seeing what you guys get and just having a ton of fun that way. And I join breaks all the time. I don't join my own a ton because, you know, I get the leftover teams, but I join to get my Minnesota teams. I join other breaks, and I just have fun. I think breaking is a lot of fun, and if you're in a good group that, you know, hopefully is positive. I think we've all broken with somebody that you're like, wow, this person's hugely negative. It's kind of crazy. How did they make it through their day being as negative as they are? But I think it's fun when people are positive, man. When you're just having a good time and it's chill, and if you hit, that's awesome. And if you don't, hopefully you still had a good time. And it's definitely the vibe I like and the vibe I try to deliver. So I hope you guys have fun. And I also hope we hit cool cards. But at the very least, I hope we have a good time just chilling. So we got Lewis, Vaughn, Bogerts, Alfonso. We got the Wander Franco, Rookie of the Year favorites. Love that. Nice hit. We got Rodriguez. Looks like we got another color. And we do. It's Jay Allen out of 250 going out to Cincinnati. Nice hit for Richard. We got Lopez and we got Mendez. Not bad, man. Some of these packs feel a little loaded for sure. Have you seen Chomp's Breaks? I have not. I've not even heard of Chomp's Breaks. So if you want... like, if you think they're dope, definitely shoot me a DM with maybe a link, and I'll check them out. I'll be honest, right now I'm definitely in between buying into breaks just until we're moved and reestablished wherever we end up. My wife's still waiting to hear back on a couple jobs, so once we hear back and we make a decision on which job she decides she wants, get a house again, then I'll be right back at it. I'll have my own little space, and I'll get back into, you know, collecting. I have a couple things here for myself that I really want to open. I just have to decide when I'm going to do it. I've got a 2007 box of Bowman football. They're just baseball. I'm not huge baseball, but I do enjoy an occasional baseball break as well. Mostly because I'm a Minnesota fan and they just haven't been great. Minnesota hasn't been. But if Minnesota starts an upswing and they start getting to be an exciting team again, I definitely will catch myself jumping into some breaks for sure. But right now, I would say primarily I do football, for my personal, just for me. But I do rip a lot of baseball. Like, I actually will just go buy a couple boxes of Bowman for myself for fun, just because I do think it is a very fun rip. There's a lot of opportunity and possibility, and it's relatively inexpensive, and you can just go grab one. There's a nice Jason Dominguez, again with the scratch marks down there. Very weird. We got Polanco, Jimenez, Mendez, Cavadas, and Bobby Witt Jr. But yeah, never hesitate if you guys ever have something that you think is interesting or you think I might be interesting. Share it in the Facebook group. DM me direct. I love hearing about different things, and my eyes can't be everywhere. So if you guys see something I don't see, that's awesome. And obviously, I make videos on occasion just to share information with you guys as well, because that's what community is about, in my opinion, is everybody kind of making everybody just a little bit better with information, right? We don't have to give each other money or do anything weird. You just, sometimes it's just the information, man, like where to find something or how to save yourself a few bucks or, you know, whatever it is. Better ways of storing, better ways of selling, better ways of, I mean, even displaying. Like, I look forward to when someone in our group decides to start building cooler displays. We have a couple guys working on ideas, but we'll see who follows through. A massive Twins lot. And believe me, I would be interested, but like I said, right now, man, I'm trying not to add anything that I need to move. Like, it's weird, but I'll tell you guys this. So my wife is looking at a job in Mississippi. She's one of the finalists for the job. We're in California, so it's a long move. I am not moving anything in moving trucks. Everything is already, if it's not Puckett, you don't keep it. If you got a few, I need to get a couple Kirby Puckett rookies or something fun. I used to love Kirby Puckett a lot, like a lot. Little chubby bastard made me feel good. We got Quera, we got Clace, there you go, Taylor, and Rodriguez as well. But yeah, so right now we're in a weird situation where all of our stuff is in pods, so we're not using a moving truck. And so I have 3 cars, and so I have to put all of the stuff that we have, so our clothes, all the stuff that we're using on a day-to-day basis, and all of my sports stuff, right? All my boxes of cards and just everything that I have for what we do. And I got to stuff it in the back of my van, which I took all the seats out of, so it's just a big, huge, flat, open space, and 2 cars. So I'm trying to limit how much stuff I'm adding, because I have people offer me stuff all the time, and believe me, I'm actually, I don't know, half the time I'm probably interested, but yeah, for sure. I'm definitely hoping she gets a call next week. We thought it was going to be this week, but it didn't happen. She got 0 call. She did get an email from them sharing additional information, but they didn't give her a confirmation call either way. But yeah, we're definitely hoping that she gets it. If she doesn't, it is what it is. She's got a 20-year career going. She'll find something. We got Matos, we got Lopez, Hendrick, Garcia, Armstrong, and Cabrera. But yeah, at the end of the day, until I get reestablished, resettled, it's tough to like add anything to a collection that, like, most of my collection is packed, which is dope, but anything that's not packed has got to fit into a car. So I actually have a couple people in the community that have said, "Hey, do you want this?" And I go, "I really, really do. I can't do it this second." And at least one of them offered to hold it for me. So thank you very much. You know who you are. That is awesome. I look forward to picking up those Adrian Peterson autos. The responsible thing is to not add anything to what we're doing until we're reestablished. So I'm trying to be responsible, even though it's really, really hard. Because, man, I get stuff all the time. And even the other day, I still like to go out to, the Walmart. Here, our Walmart, every Friday morning. You can go in there and, go get some cards. We all meet up. Everybody meets up at 6 a.m. We walk right in when they open, and we pick out some cards, decide which boxes we want. And I couldn't help but do that. I definitely shouldn't, but I still do it. So we got Kyle Muller, Jordan Lawler, Grayson Rodriguez. We got Rushman, Mayer. Ooh, it's not color. Oh, it is numbered, though. I thought that looked funny. That's pretty sick. De La Cruz first out of 399, and Benny Montgomery. We got a Watson, Meyer, and Rushman. Sorry, I got super excited when I see a funky color like that. It's pretty dope. But yeah, I always appreciate the positive vibes. We got a lot going on, like I'm sure everybody does. So I don't think I'm special. It's just a special time for us, if that makes sense. A little different than what we're used to. So, but that's the way life is, man. Sometimes it throws you curveballs. Sometimes it just throws you an inside slider that you weren't expecting. So I think we caught a curve. I'm trying to remember what this one is called. Does anybody remember what this one is called? It's a really cool vibe to it, but I can't remember the name of it. I'm trying to see. Prospect. Ray Wave. That's what it is. That's a Ray Wave. I'm fairly certain this is the Ray Wave. Very, very cool, though. Another hit for Cincinnati. Cincinnati's eating on the short print stuff. Nice hit for Richard. You think that's a huge card? Lava? Oh, it's a lava. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking Ray Wave. Thank you, Scott. Also, Scott's definitely the one holding a card for me, so I appreciate you, Scott. We got Altuve, Blackman, Dahlback, Garcia. We got Otto, Lopez, Detmers. We got Josh Lowe, Baker on the first, Panaga, Tresh, and Amador. Huge card, huh? De La Cruz. Well, if it is, that's phenomenal. Regardless, it's a cool card. It's a very cool vibe to that card for sure. And it is out of $3.99. I almost said $4.99, but it is out of $3.99. But Richard's definitely hit a few numbered cards for Cincinnati, which is super dope. I think we've done okay, right? We still got 2 boxes left, still got 2 packs left, so I think we've done okay. I think we've hit some fun stuff. I think everybody's going to get a little something because there's just a lot of cards in here. And let's face it, with these firsts, start looking them up. See how they're doing in single, double, and triple. And let's see if these guys are moving up and if they're going to be big timers. But we got the Shohei Ohtani, Lindor, Gallo, Altuve. We got Luis Rodriguez, Sugasty, Batty, Acuna, Davis, and Meyer. One of the biggest player hits for a first. That's dope. So De La Cruz is a big deal. That's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations to Cincinnati. Miller, nice hit, brother. Congrats. Sounds like you got a big one there, dude. That's dope. That's dope. Awesome. And it's a lava. Can't be mad at that. We got O'Neal. I genuinely don't know the biggest hits in this. I still am learning, but I think we all are, right? If you're not paying a ton of attention to baseball, it's constantly changing. We got Lopez, Cerny, Rincones. We got Watson and Montgomery. So De La Cruz is a guy I should keep my eyes out. Thank you. I will do that. That's dope. It's awesome. Congratulations. It's a big time hit then. $3.99. I just think the card looks dope, to be honest. I'm like, if it's a Minnesota Twin, I'll probably get it anyway. Watson's big too. Okay. We've had a few Watsons, so congratulations out to the Marlins with Watson. Apparently he is big time. There you go, Jess. Picking up some Watsons. But yeah, always call that out, whether it's baseball, football, whatever. I love hearing who you guys think is good. Also, who you think is a buy low candidate, right? I enjoy this type of chatter because I think I've talked about this before, but I'll share it again because I think it's an interesting mindset or mentality. But I think there's 3 type of collectors, right? And I fall under all 3, right? For different times of my life and different situations, I fall under all 3. So collector number 1, that's your team collector, right? They're a fan of a player or a team, and they collect. They don't really care so much about the value of cards necessarily. It's more like, I just want a cool card of my guy or my team, right? And so I fall under that. You guys hear me, right? If it's a Twins card and it looks like that and it's $10, I'd probably buy it, a numbered out of $3.99. Even if the guy ends up being a bust, it's just kind of a fun card to have because I like the Twins, right? And so that's the first collector. The second collector is the ripper, right? So there's some people that will just rip stuff to rip it and they don't really care. Some of them let it sit in their collection. Some of them are rip and shippers, but for them, the fun is the rip, right? It's seeing what's in there, just opening it up. Some of these people gamble. Some of these are actual, they go to the casino and they like to gamble as well. Some of these people are they like that little bit of a rush and it's just kind of fun, right? Jack Sawinski. Okay, we haven't seen him yet, right? Because that's not triggering for me. I don't think we've seen a Jack Sawinski. I don't believe. O'Neal Cruz rookie card. Okay, cool. So those are the 2 entry levels, and then there's the investor, right? There's definitely a lot of people who go, hey, I'm going to buy this particular guy because I think that in a year or 2 years, this card will go up in value. Maybe they enjoy the card, enjoy the player, whatever, but they're buying it because they view it as an investment. And so, yeah, anyway. And I fall under all of those because, like I said, I'm a Minnesota guy through and through. You have a cool Minnesota card, I'm open to it, especially if it's something kind of harder to find, like the shorter print stuff. I especially love the shorter print stuff that's not super valuable, but it's still a Minnesota, if that makes sense. Because I love just funny, cool, rare stuff. I'm a little bit like Scott that way. Scott likes super weird, rare stuff. If you have anything super weird and rare, Scott's probably into it. Joe Adell, Molina, we got DeGrom, we got Adams, Muncy on the first, Baez, we got Genoves, Ricardo, and Acosta, Maximo Acosta. I remember he was somebody people were chasing last year. But anyway, yeah, but when it comes to kind of investor cards, I mean, I occasionally will buy into cards that I just think are buy low candidates. And so going into last year, I actually bought a bunch of Josh Allen, and I also bought a bunch of Shohei Ohtani. I bought a bunch of other guys, but let's just talk about my wins. I don't want to talk about the losses. But I bought a few of those, both of those guys. More Shohei because it was less expensive, and so I actually bought a ton of Topps Chrome Shohei. Very, very happy with both purchases. I got the Josh Allen's graded, though, and I got 4 9s and 2 10s, and so I'm pretty happy with that outcome. We got Raleigh, We got Lopez, Mike Trout, Robert. We got, oops, jeez, we sliding. We got Rodolfo Castro, Quintana, Leon, Hernandez, and Will Wagner. Another Will. But yeah, so I think a lot of us fall into all the categories just kind of depending on, the sets and different things, right? Like maybe you're a baseball investor, but with like football, you just do it for fun. Maybe you do Pokemon for fun. Like everybody does different things, and I just think it's fun. I think sports card collecting doesn't need to be one thing, and I don't know. I almost think that people who go, hey, listen, all I am is a collector. If anybody flips or does anything else, they're bad. I go, I think you're missing the fun, right? Like, if you flipped, you could have a little more fun because, every time I sell a card, I'll give you guys an example. I pulled this because, again, I'm a ripper. I grabbed two hangers of Prism, and I pulled a Mac Jones. This just sold this morning for $130. I like Mac Jones fine, but it's not a PC card. I'm not going to sit on it. But I sold it for $130. The hangers are 25, let's say, with taxes, a little less than that. But so with that, I can buy 5 more hangers, if I find them this week and not feel like I'm spending money. Like, does that make sense? I'm recycling my money, right? The $50 I spent last week, I now get to spend again and go rip some more and have some fun. And I pulled a few Vikings cards for my PC, and it was a fun experience for me. And so again, I'm not telling anybody how they need to collect, but I do think if you limit yourself on the way you collect, you get to miss out on some other fun stuff. Brian De La Cruz, that is not... Ooh, there we go. Wander Franco, Jonathan India, Blaze Jordan. We got a pink. I've not seen a pink yet. Montgomery, Velasquez. We got Perez. We've got Warming Bernabel out of 199. I'm not sure. Warming? That's a very interesting first name. But it is a first. Very, very cool. Congratulations out to the Colorado Rockies. Sean's on the board out of 199. This card feels thick, too, for some reason. That is super dope. I love the pink parallels. I don't know why. I just think they look dope. I think it must be the just how different they look, right? Because the colors, purple versus pink, it kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the word is. It's an art word. My wife would walk in here and go, yeah, it's called this. And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, no, warming. Is warming good or bad? Are we saying oh, no, good or oh, no, oh, no? Don't tell me that he's one of the guys that we're not trying to get because he made some poor life choices. Man, we got a ton of cards for the Just the Hits at the end. Weird name Scott will buy. Yeah, so if you want to move a warming, Scott is in. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Scott likes the interesting stuff, and I dig that. I think that's fun, right? Like, that's his PC stuff, right? He just likes weird name stuff. Sorry, I don't know why I'm putting these up. We talked about that. I'm going to keep those underneath for now. But yeah, I think we all fall under all three. I want to say if you're doing it right, but like also you don't have to, right? As long as you're having fun collecting, that's the important part. We got Benitez, we got Jordan, Walker, we got Castro, Gonzalez, Alvarez, Baker, and Escoto. But yeah, however you collect, if you're having fun, that's the important part. Even if all you like to do is watch videos, boom, panned out well with beer and burger. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, I don't know that it matters, right? Because he's having fun. But yeah, if it pans out too on occasion, you're like, yeah, big win. Sauce and Bones. Oh my God. Hey, let's be honest. We're not sure on Sauce yet. Bones looks good though. Bones looks like I screwed up giving away that Bones auto. But yeah, Bones looks like a stone cold stud. Sauce, we haven't even seen him step on the field and he plays for the Jets. So you can be optimistic, but he still plays for the Jets. You know what I mean? We got Harper. We got Tatis. By the way, that was a direct fire at the Jets. Suck it. Until Gary V takes over, I don't believe in you. We got Rafaela and Alcantara. Like that last name. But if Gary V takes over the Jets, I might automatically become a Jets fan, and people will go, "You're jumping on the bandwagon." No, I just follow Gary V around a little bit. Not a lot. Like, I'm not a weirdo. I don't think Gary V is the walking, talking epitome of everything good. But I do think that he brings a lot of positivity into his world, and I think that's very, very cool. Take that with a grain of salt, but there you go. I like positive people who are uplifting and fun, and the more positive people you surround yourself with, the easier it is to maintain, you know, a positive mindset and outlook. So, yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Because on the flip side, you surround yourself with negative people, and Bob's your uncle. All right, guys, last box of the break. Appreciate you guys coming out, as always. Always a fun time. Appreciate you guys jumping in the chat, having a little fun with me. Not only does it make the break more fun for me, I hope it makes the break more fun for you. You can joke around about different things. Empty box. Few packs left. Let's see if we can't find a little more fire, man. We did well. I really think we did pretty well, to be honest. All right, we got Seager. Like, if you had opened these boxes on your own, you would have been pretty happy. We got the De La Cruz. We got Wander Franco, another Wander rookie. Not bad, not bad. We got Grossman. We got Triana, Cerny, Rincones, Dominguez, and Garcia. A ton of firsts in the first pack out of that box. Yeah, it's funny. I've collected a bunch of different guys and for different reasons, and I'll be honest, most of them I miss on, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I think as long as you're having fun. As long as you're having fun. I mean, I even hear that some people have collections that are specifically like, I only collect guys who have been in prison. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, my PC is just guys who have been in prison. I'm like, all right. I mean, at least you know what you're looking for. You really shrunk the community that hey, Seth Beery, there he is. We got something backwards. It's Alec Baum backwards. What the heck? Is that a tease? It feels like a tease. Feels like a tease. I'm going to put it here. Pretty sure that was just a tease. I think they were just messing with us. We got Blaze Jordan. Do they do SP like they do in... I'm going to set this one aside just in case. But you guys tell me if they do SP like they do in Topps. I don't think so. It doesn't look different than the other ones. I'm fairly certain. But now I'm like second guessing myself. But I didn't think Bowman does SP like Topps does. Am I right or am I wrong? It is SP? Son of a bitch. All right. I'm going to take your word for it because I do not know. So we'll put this in a top loader. This is for the Phillies. Josh... And I will put SP on the front of this real quick. By the way, I was really going to say a big compliment to Bowman. Like, thank you for putting numbers on cards that are SPs so we don't have to, like, guess. But apparently they were going to take that. So I'm going to write SP on this for you. I don't have a marker that I can see, but I'll write SP on that. And the reason I do that is because I swear I thought that was the same card. Same exact card. There's no way. So, but there you go. Maybe it's short print. I much prefer the numbered situation. I think it's easier to know, and I don't know. It's just better in my opinion. Otherwise, it becomes this. Is it SP? Is it SSP? Or is it SSSSP? Or, I don't know, USP? I don't know what they're up to. Like, they just keep adding stuff. Or you're retarded. I mean, listen, I don't know, man. I have no idea. We got Rodriguez. Ooh, there we go. Anthony Rodriguez for the Giants, Lorenzo, and Lara. We do have an out of 499. Looks like the Aqua. That one's going out to San Francisco. Nice hit for Sinclair. To be honest, I feel like San Francisco hasn't had a numbered card yet, so that's dope. We have 3 packs left in the last box. Appreciate you guys coming out. I'm going to jump off almost immediately after we do the Just the Hits. We'll thumb through the hits that we got, and then I got to jump for the next break. It doesn't start for 40 minutes, but, you know, I got to make sure I get everybody their discounts for shipping and everything like that. So I will jump off here shortly. Yeah, I really don't know if it's SP. I'll be honest. I do not know. It very well could be. It also may not be. So we'll write SP on it, and if I'm wrong, we can all laugh at me later. If I had a few extra seconds, I would look through and see if it looks the same as the other Alex Bomb. But let's all just keep our eyes open and see if we hit another Alex Bomb. We got Brandon Marsh, Berger. Oops, Brandon Marsh goes. Boop. Asa Lacey, that is number 13. Cool. Polanco, Taylor, Baez, Artiega, and Diaz. I'm going to just rip these last two. Send me a tag if there's unsold teams. Oh, are you saying in the next break? Because there's a couple in this break. You can take the rest. All 4 of them. Kawar, Gavin Sheets, Yepes. We got Miguel Cabrera. We got Reed Detmers. We got Sweeney, Lawler, Quintana once again, and Rodriguez. All right, last pack of the break, and then I'm going to sleeve and top load those real quick. We got Carlson, second year, Schmidt, Castle. We got the Judge, Ashby, and Luke Williams. Kevin Alcantara. We got Cuero, Leon, Velasquez, Vera, and Rodriguez. I think what we'll do is I'm going to pull all the numbered cards and all of the like anything rarish, and we'll do adjust the hits with those here in a second. And then, like I said, I'm going to jump off immediately after that because we do have another break starting up, and I got to get everybody their stuff. I kind of went a little long on this one because I was sleeving and top loading as we go, but I don't know, man. I just never know if any of these guys are going to end up being awesome. Neither nobody does, right? Like, you don't know if one of these guys is going to be the guy. So I like to take care of them as best I can while we're here. No numbered for the Rays. That's true, but you did hit a few of the rookies. But yeah, for sure, Luke. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, man. You did get a few wanders though. Obviously, we prefer numbered. Would have been dope to hit an auto. I think the autos for him in this are redemptions for some reason. Somebody, I think, showed me that. But yes, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everybody coming out, having a decent time with us. Appreciate you guys hitting the chat up. Makes it more fun for me. I hope it always makes it more fun for you, but believe me, it makes it more fun for me when we're just BSing, having some fun. So I appreciate it. Let me thumb through these. I'm going to pull out all of the numbered cards. I think we got the autos as well that are already up there. Let's see here. I'm going to move the other cards next door real quick, and then I'll come back. We'll do just the hits, so give me like maybe 3 minutes. We'll get this squared up, and then like I said, I'm going to jump, and I will get the next break set up quickly. So if you guys are in the next break, I'll get you guys your discounted $1 shipping for sure. Apologies, guys, just trying to focus on making sure that I pull all the fun cards for us so we can see them. Because there were a lot. So give me a second. Let me move these next door to the workspace. I'll be back in a second. All right, here we go, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. What's going on, guys? Just the hits for eBay break number 283 Bowman Blasters. These are just our numbered cards and some of the top hits. We got Rodriguez out of 199, Warming. We got Bobby Dahlback, 499, Arenado, 125, De La Cruz, 399, a Wander, Franco, very nice Justice out of 299, Wander, Jalen Allen, 250, Wander, Gallo out of 199, Mayer out of 99, Wander, Arenado, we got an Alec Baum, we believe it's an SP, we got the Cracked Ice out of 150, very cool. 2 autos on card, which is dope, and then arguably my favorite card, very nice, the Will Wagner Gold Shimmer. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Appreciate you guys having a great time with us, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys, appreciate you guys. I'm going to jump. I hope everybody has an amazing rest of your day if I don't see you guys, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you guys soon. I'm out.